Mic check. All right, so here we go with another late night album review. So a couple months back, I did an album review for a surprise album that I dropped, and within the album review, I made a lot of predictions that over the last couple months have become true, as usual. But the album review itself didn't really get that many views, so no one even knows. One of those predictions I made is that this project was so good that we were destined to see remixes of a lot of the songs because of the song quality. And about 2 months later, here we are. 3 months later, here we are. GNX remixes by Curtis King. Shout outs to Curtis King. For those who don't know, in my opinion, one of the top hip hop producers from the West Coast, period. He has a large presence on YouTube. A lot of people know him through YouTube, and then he also has a pretty good fan base who knows him from music before the YouTube. But it's real cool to see what he's doing, to see him flourish, because he does have an audience from YouTube and an audience from his music, and it's cool to see how he has both of them together right now. And aside from that too, even over the last couple years, I've seen his progress in YouTube grow, and I'm still seeing it grow. This project we have in front of us, these GNX remixes, all masterfully done. It's not easy to take a project and just remix the vocals. You have to get the tempo, you have to do this and that. You got to layer, you got to also come up with ideas and how to fit the gaps that don't have any. All types of shit goes into the process of making these. So shout outs to him for doing this. Shout outs to him for being motivated to do this on top of that, because being motivated on anything related to YouTube right now is not easy. It's not easy to be motivated on music either, because right now, currently, look at music. It's all based on popularity. A lot of people ain't got time for that shit. One of the reasons why I completely bowed the fuck out of music, I used to watch a lot of Curtis King's DIY music production videos, but then I just stopped giving a fuck about music production. I'd rather just let the professionals do it and just sit back and watch. So what we have in front of us is all 11, I can't even remember how many songs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All 12 songs remixed. So let me go back. I remember seeing the Peekaboo remix. I remember seeing Man at the Garden pop up. I played each of them in separate lives that I've done on YouTube. I happened to be there during the session that he was doing a live of remixing the Whacked Out Murals. And I remember hearing a portion of it, and it was so fire that I exited out of the live and told myself, whenever he releases the full song, I'm gonna listen to it. I didn't know that he had remixes to the whole project decked out, and that he was gonna put it all together into something on YouTube. So when I reviewed the album the first time, there were two things I mentioned. One of those things is that this album, for one, is fire as fuck. It's very, very, very artistic. It has a lot of good rap songs. K.Dot also displayed some really groovy singing on it. Primarily the tracks with SZA. And then also just made a whole bunch of fucking bops. Made bops with some of the most simplest sayings ever. Peekaboo is one of the hottest tracks I've ever heard. I know whenever Lil Wayne dropped a Millie, and we heard that shit on the radio for what, like 2 years, 2 years straight. Heard 700 fucking remixes of that track. They played that track to the fucking ground. To me, Peekaboo is the West Coast of Millie, because this is some of the hottest shit I've ever heard. But the track is called fucking Peekaboo. What the fuck? How do you take the word peekaboo and turn that into one of the hottest songs I've ever heard? Hey now, say now. How the fuck is Hey Now? I remember the first time when that album dropped, and I looked through the track listings, and I saw the words Hey Now. I was like, huh? Turned that shit on, ended up being one of the hottest tracks I've ever heard, period. And now that I have the vinyl, Mustard produced that. Even that, to me, that don't even sound like, that sounds like outside of Mustard's style. So these are the things, like, to me, that album, I might even have to go back and give it a 5, because that's one of my favorite K.Dot albums now. Like this album is so ahead of its time. I'm gonna be bumping this album for probably the next 20 years. Like this album is he's not due for another album for a cool ass minute. He don't have to drop an album for another 5 years. Like I'm good. I'm good right now, to be honest. I'm good. The Heart Part 6 was so good. I don't need nothing else. These remixes, however, I do need. I'm not going to play all these tracks. I've played Man at the Garden in one of my lives, and that's my favorite track out of this whole thing. I'm going to put that down. That's one of my favorite tracks out this whole thing. But this Whacked Out Murals is amazing. Squabble Up remix is fire. Oh, I needed this. Squabble Up remix, because out of the whole album originally, Squabble Up is my least favorite track, and it's not saying that I dislike the track. Out of all the tracks, Squabble Up is the one I just don't like as much as all the other tracks. I still really love Squabble Up. Having a different beat to it, and the beat that Curtis King put on it is perfect. Perfect. I'm not gonna play that one. That's one of the ones that you guys gotta go listen to for yourself. But when you go to this album and you go to his comment, he has the link to go get the album. So this is a free album. If you're, see, here's the thing. This is the reason why I be joking so much about people not watching my videos. I'm giving you a free fucking classic West Coast album. But we got so many Drake haters out there, and I pointed that out for the last 2 months, that a lot of people just skim over shit like this. A lot of the hip-hop platforms out here that are in charge of covering stuff like this instead just cover gang content and get their hosts indicted. But we'll not get into that. This Whacked Out Murals, and not just Whacked Out Murals, but a lot of the tracks on this, the structure of the beats that Curtis King put on these are done in a way to where now I can hear the lyrics just a little bit better, and now to me they have more purpose, more meaning, more punch. Whacked Out Murals, for example, is, when I originally heard it, I thought it was just a statement, but now when I listen to it, I'm like, damn, this is a diss track towards all these niggas who've been crashing out these last 2 months saying dumb shit. Kanye, I really hope you hear this. You've lost your fucking mind. You're crazy to say that you don't like hearing this artist on Playboi Carti's album, but trust me, there ain't no one in this fucking world that wanted to hear you on Playboi Carti's album. Let's get into this Whacked Out Murals. Let's see how fire this project is.
Why you have to bring that ball? I ain't saying nothing if it get...
Bruh, let me go back. So, like I said, I happened to hop in his live when he was working on this track, this Whacked Out Murals remix, and I remember just exiting out of it saying, oh, like I heard the drums, I heard like 2 of the instruments that he was working with to be the background. I was like, bruh, you got this. I'm getting the fuck out. I want to hear this shit when it's done. And I really thought he was just gonna do just a couple songs, and I thought Whacked Out Murals might probably be like the last song, but I was waiting for him to drop this song so I could hear the finished product. But rather than that, he dropped this whole album, and I realized that he had a whole album remix. All these tracks are fire. Reincarnated remix is fire. TV Off remix is amazing, and that's what I'm gonna play next. But let's hear this Whacked Out Murals first.
Y'all wanna see a dead body?
Y'all wanna see a dead body? Man, listen. Not Like Us. Before I even heard that song, whenever the song dropped and I just read the song title, I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? Why would a song be called, not a diss track be called Not Like Us? And then when you hear the song and you see how he took those words and put the cadence to it to match the beat, that's so next level creativity. Such a simple saying too, not like us. But the way he put they not like us to the beat, bruh. To the fucking beat. Who, like, it sounds so simple to someone who's hearing it, but you gotta understand when you're writing music to make that shit bang the way it did, and not just that, it's got, I said this in a previous live, but when you watch the music video for that, a lot of people who aren't from here watch that and are like, oh, okay, yeah, at the end, they're at the Compton courthouse and they, or Compton City Hall, and they have a whole bunch of people singing the song. This is really popular out there. No. Every single one of those people that's there is somebody out here. Whether it's an artist, whether it's a basketball player, whether it's a podcast. The cast of Back on Fig, shout outs to them. They was up in there. A bunch of basketball players, I believe, were in the scene. Like a lot of the people who performed at the K.Dot, Kenny and Friends were there. Like it's more than a movement. It's more than a movement. It's more than that. It's more like, yo, y'all ain't been playing West Coast artists or West Coast music on the radio for the last 20 years. We're taking this shit back. And outside of our section, y'all can play whatever the fuck you want on your radio. We still have our shit going on over here, period. So he's literally saying in Whacked Out Murals, fuck y'all. Basically.
Why you have to bring that ball? I ain't saying nothing if it get.
Curtis King.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
Another thing I want to point out too, out here on the West Coast, a lot of murals get whacked out, and specifically African American hip hop legends. Their murals get whacked out. For example, some idiot years back tried to deface Nipsey's mural. Luckily, some people came and retouched it. But it's to the point where it's like, bruh, people hate us so bad. It's as if we have to hire security guards to stand outside of murals 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year with AK-47s just to make sure that no one defaces the fucking mural. That's crazy. Out in Europe, the place where they really respect hip hop, coincidentally, even though hip hop didn't originate out there, they have way more respect for hip hop out there than out here, which is fucking crazy because America has a racism issue. And if you haven't noticed by now, just keep paying attention to what's going on in the White House.
Trey's daddy blasted somebody last night. What kind of gun your daddy got? I think it's a 357 Magnum. I got a deuce.
Wait till these drums kick in.
Yesterday somebody whacked out my mural. That energy'll make you niggas move to Europe.
So that's the reason why I pointed that out. That line right there. A lot of people who aren't from here hear that line and think, oh, okay. Nah, he's really saying something. Every single one of these lines in this track is saying something. And originally, whenever I heard this track for the first time, I thought, oh, okay, with the original, oh, okay, this is a statement. He's really getting his Malcolm X on. Now, after hearing this remix, now that I can hear the lyrics just a little bit clearer, this is a diss track where he's basically going at everybody, and on top of that, he's basically speaking on shit that hadn't even happened yet at this time, and we're gonna get into every single one of them fucking lines as they happen.
But it's regular for me, yeah, that's for sure. The love and hate is definite without a cure. All this talk is bitch made, that's on my lord. I kill them all before I let them kill my joy. I done been through it all, what you endure. It used to be fuck that nigga, but now it's plural. Fuck everybody, that's on my body. My blick first, then God got me. I watch them pander with them backhanded compliments.
Remember about 2 weeks ago when Kanye was doing his compliments, and now all of a sudden it's fucking hate?
Put their head on the Cuban link, that's a monument. I pay homage and I'll always mind my business. I never lost who I am for a rap image. There's motivation if you wonder how I did it. Yeah, nigga, going up your rank. know you a god even when they say you ain't. Yeah, nigga, keep your feelings out the way. Never let no one put smut up on your name. Yeah, nigga, keep your head down and work like I do. But understand, everybody ain't gon' like you.
But understand, everybody ain't gonna like you. That's exactly what's happening right now. This is why I was saying that a lot of the stuff that he said in the song was basically foreshadowing into the future. This is some real genius level shit.
Yeah, nigga, if they say it's love, you been lied to. A couple rules of engagements, I'ma guide you.
To get strength enough to do this without breaking. That hurt a lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown.
Riding in my King-GNX with a needle baker in the tape deck. This gon' be a sweet love. Fuck apologies, I wanna see y'all geeked up. Don't acknowledge me, then maybe we can say it's fair. Take it to the internet and I'ma take it there. Miss my uncle Lemaine, he said that he would kill me if I didn't make it. Now I'm possessed by a spirit and they can't take it. Used to bump the Carter 3, I held my rolling chain proud. Irony.
You hear Millie playing in the background?
Think my hard work let Lil Wayne down.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
Whatever though, call me crazy, everybody questionable. Turn me to an Eskimo, I drew the line in decimals. Snoop posted tailor-made, I prayed it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it, it was only right for me to let it go. Won the Super Bowl and not the only one congratulate me. All these niggas agitated, I'm just glad they show their faces, quite frankly. Plenty artists, but they outdated. Old ass flows trying to convince me that you they favorite. This is not for lyricists, I swear it's not the sentiments.
Bro, this song is not the same. It's different now. Like, shout outs to Curtis King for this is different. Like, I'm hearing this track different now. Old ass flow is trying to convince me that you they favorite.
Just glad they show their faces, quite frankly. Plenty artists, but they outdated. Old ass flows trying to convince me that you they favorite. This is not for lyricists, I swear it's not the sentiments. Fuck a double entendre, I want y'all to feel this shit. Old soul, bitch, I probably built them pyramids. Ducking strays when I rap battled in the nigga sense. Where you from? Not where I'm from. We all indigenous. Against all lies, I scribbled up for them dividends. Against all lies, I showed up as a gentleman. I done lost plenty friends, 16 to be specific. Put that on my kids' children. We gon' see the future first. They like that big trip, and I just want what I deserve. What bridge they done burned? All of them is over with. I'm doing what COVID did. They'll never get over it. Yeah, nigga, going up your rank. Know you a god, even when they say you ain't. Yeah, nigga, keep your feelings out the way. Never let no one put smut up on your name. Yeah, nigga, keep your head down and work like I do. But understand, everybody ain't gon' like you. Yeah, nigga, if they say it's love, you been lied to. A couple rules of engagements here to guide you. Niggas from my city couldn't entertain no boy. Promising bank transactions and even Bitcoin. I never piece it up, that shit don't sit well with me. Before I take a truce, I'll take them to hell with me. If that money got in the hands of a crash dummy, could jeopardize my family and burden the ones who love me. Niggas mad cause I decided not to pretend. Y'all stay politically correct, I'ma do what I did. Ain't no sympathy here, this shit's hilarious. Just a lot of opinions but no power to carry it.
This shit's hilarious. There's a lot of opinions but no power to carry it. Man, I'm not gonna say no names. But all you hip-hop media internet niggas who was riding for Drake over the last couple months, fuck it, I'm just gonna be straight up. I've seen this nigga act lose his fucking Twitch channel. I've seen Andrew Schultz lose his whole fucking career. This nigga Aiden Ross, no one has respect for him. Who else tried to crash out? This nigga Kanye. What work has he done? The best he could do is make a remix to Like That to try to hopefully bring attention to him after the song was made. Bruh, K.Dot is controlling your whole fucking career decisions without you even realizing it. This is supposed to be a genius, by the way, but he ain't realized that his chess moves are based off what K.Dot's doing right now. And I'm gonna stand on that. You go online right now and type in Like That Remix and you're gonna see yay, Like That Remix. And you're gonna notice that he did that shit after the track came out. But why did he remix that track? Because he needs a reason to get his shit off on Drake, because he can't do it with one of his own beats. He has to do it with something that's relevant to what's really popping right now, which is the song where K.Dot went at Drake. No power to carry it.
2025, they still moving on some scary shit. Tell them quit they job and
By the way, this album dropped in 2024. When he said 2025 and y'all still on some scary shit, he was looking into the future.
the real niggas, they terrorists. Don't insult my intelligence. I'm not just for the television. Teleport the bullets rolling, dig up all my relatives.
Man, he's really speaking.
Okay, nigga, let's settle it. These niggas been fake loyal. Since y'all pandering to choose a side, let me do it for you. Okay, fuck your hip-hop. I watch the party just die. Niggas cackling about while all of y'all is on trial. Niggas thought that I was anti-social when I stayed inside of my house. You better off to have one woman. Everything tricky right now. You niggas live in the now. They fuck anybody empathetic to the other side, I vow. A bitch nigga love bitch niggas. They exist with them in style.
Yo, Ack. Yo, Ack. Where you at?
Terminate them right now. Make cat rims in them proud. The truth about to get loud. No juices out of my cup. I sober up and knock them all off. Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman as law. I know probably gonna work for them and fuck whoever that's close to them. The niggas that coon, the niggas that being groomed, slide on both of them. You ever eat Captain Crunch and see that toe for water and it pulled over by the law. You run dirty so you can't argue with them to make it to be a star. Bear your soul and put your heart up in it. Well, I did. Whack the mirrors out, but it ain't no legends if my legend is.
And that's the thing, like, oh, I love the way he ends that shit. Like, he just lets that fade out, but it's like that, the way he ended that track, the shit he's saying, that's an experience that a lot of people haven't been through. He referred to a police officer as the fucking dude on a Captain Crunch box. That's fucking comedy, bro. That has to be some of the funniest shit, low key. So yeah, the Squabble Up remix is a fucking classic. I'm not gonna play that right now. That's one of the recommendations I recommend people listen to when they get on this. But Man at the Garden remix is my favorite. Like, it's too deep. It's too deep. I played that in one of my lives not long ago. Hey Now remix, also fire. Reincarnated remix, fire as fuck too. It features Tupac. One thing that a lot of people don't know about Reincarnated is on the original, that instrumental, the first time I heard it, it sounded familiar and I couldn't place it, but it turns out it's actually a track that's from the gang-related soundtrack. I just can't remember the name of the track, but for K.Dot's version, they like buffed up the beat and added some stuff to it to make it modern. I fucking love it. But Curtis King's remix of that is dope as fuck, man. But this TV off, I'm about to play that, but before I do though, Dodger Blue remix I really like. It's kind of like a 80s feel to it, like an 80s R&B feel a little bit. I really like the peekaboo. It's got like a Japanese guitar. The Heart Part 6 is amazing. I really like this Heart Part 6 that he did. GNX remix is fire. Gloria remix is fire. Like, this whole project is fire, bro. Like, people don't understand, it's not easy to remix tracks, and especially to put a project like this together with this level of quality in that short period of time. This would be way different if he spent all year making this. I'm sure it would sound different, but for what he has within like 2 months, this is crazy. This project is crazy. And I really like the artwork too. The artwork doesn't get enough respect, but this is some fire artwork. Curtis King was really on his shit with this, straight up. Straight up.
Particular subject that I choose to rap about, I try to look at it from everybody's.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Fuck being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Pad, yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga, what? They like, what he on? It's the Alpha and Omega, bitch, welcome home.
It's the Alpha and Omega, bitch, welcome home. And that's the thing, like, one thing I want to point out too, for everybody that's not from here, who didn't understand the whole saying of not like us, as you can tell, West Coast producers aren't just making the same shit over and fucking over and over. We're not on some, oh, okay, this formula works. Let's just keep replicating that for every single fucking song that we try to get played on the radio. I'm looking at you, Atlanta. Every single one of these tracks is different because producers out here have surroundings that I don't know, I guess show them things, show them different moods and vibes. A lot of producers out here just don't make the same shit over and over and over. We're not factory workers. There's a such thing as creativity when making music, and it shows in this project.
This is not a song, this is a revelation. How to get a nigga gone. Need you a man, baby, I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction, that's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take a G-pad, yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga, what? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip, you know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised, I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young nigga, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, blackout, if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on a bitch, and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on them niggas, and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Nigga feel like he entitled, cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yelling. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
Oregon just had an election where they were allowed to mail in the votes. And they're now allowing college to register with
my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing than siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was pass interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up in unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show niggas the ropes before they hung from a rope. I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seeing the cosmetics.
Only good for saving face, seeing the cosmetics. Bruh, this is college literature bars. Something a lot of y'all don't know about.
Many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics. Hurry up and get your muscle up. We have to apply metric. Nigga ran up by the lux and that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette. The LA yelling. Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Shit get crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, 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 crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Man, all I'm gonna say is this project is fire, and if you ain't on this, get on this right now. If you go find the video, the link is right there to download the album, bro. Like, he did everything for you. But this goes to further the statements I said in the actual review that I did of the album, so I still recommend going to peep that too. I told niggas, I fucking told you that this album is going to be remixed. No one's remixing nothing Drake is doing. Shoutouts to Curtis King. K.Dot washed this nigga's career to the point where he has to fucking try to make lawsuits and shit, suing the fucking record label or the distributor that's also listed under his Sexy Songs for You album. Bruh, everyone's a fucking mess. And like he said in Whacked Out Murals, it's plural. Like all these hip-hop media creators who do their side hate and shit all just look dumb as fuck right now. I've seen one of them niggas lose their whole fucking Twitch channel trying to talk to some fucking 15-year-old about some shit that they shouldn't have been talking to him about. I made a live about it, got that shit snatched up because that nigga revoked it or whatever. I don't know how he's still on YouTube, but Kanye, I made a live about him too, and everything I said, and that shit still stands true. Everything's a fucking mess right now, bruh. Like I'm sitting back watching all these niggas just fall apart. Like, damn, like who would have thought one bar from one fucking song would completely destroy Andrew Schultz's career? Like no one rocks with that nigga no more. Like he used to be cool, but like he said some wild out of pocket shit after he got pretty much slighted in that song. He could have just kept his mouth shut and everything would have been good. He probably have more ticket sales than he has right now, but man, listen, all these niggas, like, just watch how everybody's moving. Long story short, watch how everybody's moving. Like, look at the power of the lines that are in this song. I've seen people crash out. I've seen Maul from Rory and Maul fucking cry. I've seen Ack lose his fucking mind. I've seen Aiden Ross pose next to Drake for a fucking Christmas special. Like, these niggas, bro, what? Like, this artist just got washed and you're giving out presents with him? Nigga, like, homie tried to sue UMG even though they're listed on his album he just fucking released. That's doing terrible, by the way. Bruh, it's a mess. Like, Kanye can't stay off Twitter. I remember him and Drake piecing up their beef, but now I guess it's back on since K.Dot smashed Drake. Now all of a sudden Kanye has enough Dragon Ball Z power to hop in and say his little 2 cents on Twitter. I mean, he can't rap, he can't get on a song and do shit. So look at how hip hop is falling apart after a project like this drops. Just letting you know. I mean, this is just another time of me stating what's going on, and people are of course gonna deny it, but a couple weeks back we're gonna look back at this and be like, damn, I was absolutely right again. So if you happen to go through my page and see the original review I did for GNX, peep it, see how I foretold the future on that, because every single song that's on this album is fire, and it's, I'm sure, just like Damn, gonna get platinum status every single song. I mean, there's no intros or outros or skits. It's just all fire ass songs, and I'm sure all of them are gonna get fucking platinum status. So at this point, it's kind of inevitable, to be honest. But shout outs to all the artists that's out there doing remixes like this. I'm at the point now, even after hearing this project, I'm at the point where I'm just like, yo, fuck these record labels, fuck recording studios, fuck collaborations, fuck all that. Like, just do it. Long story short. And fuck Nike too. All right, peace out, y'all.